This is a really, really big problem. They always say things are hidden in plain sight, but now they're just admitting it out loud. My name is Coach JV, and I make the complex simple. So on my channel, I work to make very complex subjects very, very simple. It's how my brain works. So I've been studying micro and macroeconomics for a very, very long time. I spent 10 years in banking, and I went to CBA Executive Banking School, and that allowed me to understand the inner workings of banks. I stopped fighting the invisible enemy and I started to educate myself, financial education, spiritual education, and reconnecting my heart and my brain, understand that there is no invisible enemy. It's me against me every single day. So in today's video, we're going to listen to what a congressman said out loud, actually out loud, what they're doing. Guys, it's hidden in plain sight. The monetary system is a Ponzi scheme. If we were doing what they did, we would be in jail. Think about that. They have a printing machine that they can turn on full blast. When they're in trouble, they can just print money. When you're in trouble financially, what do you have to do? You have to get a second job. You go to school, you get a job, you get health insurance, you put your money in the 401k, which was considered a casino. Before 1974, the stock market was considered a casino. So they created the 401k. You go to work, you go to school, you get a nice job, get your health insurance. Every Friday, you put your paycheck into the bank. They bank it up, they make it current, they make money off your money and lend it over and over and over again, the same dollar. And then they take a percentage of your paycheck, your employer, and they put it into the 401k and they penalize you if you touch your own money. And then if you get into a position like we're heading into on the back end of this year with our jacked up monetary system, printed trillions of dollars, buried in debt as America, when the capital markets come collapsing down, now your hard-earned money that you put into these companies year over year, having no idea where your money's diversified to, zero idea. You have no idea where your hard-earned money went. All of a sudden comes collapsing down. It's going to take you 4 years to get back to baseline. That doesn't sound like living to me. And so what I've done is I've rewired my whole brain around wealth the last 4 years, and I have a completely different plan. Cryptocurrency, leveraged life insurance, precious metals, diversified in business, pre-IPO, and understanding how the wealthy operate. I started at a very small level and I'm just laddering up every single year, getting better and better. So in today's video, we're going to break down what the congressman said. And I'm going to show you a few things out there. I'm going to show you the Fed's balance sheet just to help us understand. But we have to listen to what they're saying, right? They're telling us exactly what's going on. I mean, this is pretty wild when we take a look at this, okay?
Crypto.
So let's dive into this. So this was a congressman, Mr. Sherman, and he said, I couldn't believe he said this, but actually I kind of do. But listen to what he says.
Crypto bros make money literally by making money, and they've made over $1 trillion out of thin air. They'll accuse the U.S. government of making money out of thin air. Maybe we do, but we're the U.S. government.
Okay, let's listen to that one more time for those in the back.
Crypto bros make money literally by making money, and they've made over $1 trillion out of thin air. They'll accuse the U.S. government of making money out of thin air. Maybe we do, but we're the U.S. government.
Okay, so he just said it, guys. Crypto bros print money out of thin air. We print money out of thin air, but we're the government. That doesn't make any sense. That makes no sense. I remember when I was in banking school and I asked one of the professors a question and they said, it's always been that way. And I said, just because it's always been that way does not mean that it's right. Guys, this isn't okay. He just told us we can print money out of thin air, but you can't. It's okay for us to do it, but it's not okay for you to do it. I'm not saying to go print money. What I'm saying is this is the system you're in. Are you going to change it with $100,000, even $1 million? No, you're going to change it by getting your shit together, by operating and understanding how the wealthy operate. They're not doing it. Warren Buffett doesn't have a 401k. He's investing in the companies that your 401k is putting money into. Think about that for just a moment. Warren Buffett isn't worried about meme coins. He's investing in real companies, real world solve. The richest families in the world have insurance. Every child that comes and is born into those families gets an insurance policy. Okay. They hit these boom and bust cycles, they invest in these innovative technologies, and they get out very early as we come sliding down the back end. So we're going to listen to this short
Debt
video.
ceiling or
Excuse me.
bank
This short beginning with Jamie Dimon talking about this was yesterday, around the banks and what's going on.
turmoil. What are you most worried about?
Happy to be here. Well, I think the debt ceiling is potentially catastrophic.
Yeah.
So that's a whole different issue. Hopefully it won't happen. You know, the banking crisis, I still believe, will kind of sort its way through. And it's not anything like 08 or 09. Only a couple of people are offsides with all these various things, which you knew about. So hopefully, you know, it's getting near the tail end of that.
But if you're Janet Yellen right now, what would you do differently?
I don't know. I think we need to finish the bank crisis. I think we've had uncertain policy on mergers, this First Horizon deal. I think we have to assume there'll be a little bit more. So, you know, whatever the FDIC.
So he just told you guys the debt crisis could be catastrophic. Okay. So he's telling you the US is effed, right? He says the banking crisis isn't like 2008. That was the test. 2012, something switched in 2012, guys. There's so many things that happened in 2012 in the quantum field and the financial field. And now here we are switching to a new monetary system. He's telling you more banks are going to fail. We know that. That happens on Friday. Maybe we'll have an announcement today. Today is Friday. But I'm going to show you what's happening with the banking system, okay, in regards to liquidity and the Fed's balance sheets. But what's happening with the banks is deposits are going negative now. What I mean by that is they're not negative in their bank account. Is there's usually an increase in deposits around 5-10%. Depositors. The depositors are moving to non-bank financial institutions, sucking the liquidity out of the banks. But this gentleman right here is ready to monopolize everybody. He's already in blockchain technology. Bank of America's in blockchain technology. Wells Fargo's with R3. They're set up, ready to go. So get yourself set up.
FDIC, the OCC, the Federal Reserve, you know, whatever they need to do to make it better, they should do. Be thoughtful, be very forward-looking, you know, not be surprised constantly, because some of these things have been known about for quite a while. And so we've handled 3, SVB, Signature, First Republic, and so.
Yeah, so
But
are you asking
but I think it's very important. The regional banks, who I've been speaking to like every day for the last week, they're quite strong. You know, they're quite worried because of the run on deposits like that. But their financial results are good. Their financial results are going to be good. Okay, next quarter. You know, they're earning money. They got very good clientele, very diversified, and they're quite strong. So.
Okay, so they can say that all day. The balance sheets are balance sheets, right? They make up their freaking numbers. They manipulate gold, blah, blah, blah. We are the liquidity guys. Remember, it doesn't matter how your balance sheet looks. We are the liquidity. Every single dollar in the system is somebody else's debt. We are the liquidity. Okay. So this is interesting. So I wanted to show you guys. So to shore up Silicon Valley Bank after the failed Fed. So what happened is they were trying to shrink the balance sheet, right? So, I mean, the debt is just out of control. They're trying to shrink the balance sheet, slow down spending. At the same time, they're printing all this money. So everything just kind of came to a screeching halt in 2022. But with Silicon Valley Bank, they turned the balance sheet, went boom, right back up, guys. So the bank started to collapse. They started to, so now we're in this position where the balance sheet is increasing again. M2 money supply. Let me get right here. Let me get back with you guys here. Okay. So M2 money supply. So here's the issue. Okay. So number one is interest rate went up through the roof, sucking liquidity out of the banks. It created a inversion in the treasury bonds, which sucks liquidity out of the banks. The 10-year treasury bonds lost a ton of value. Okay. Number two is we are the liquidity guys. They are worried about a bank run. Okay. And what they mean by that is a systemic risk. With Silicon Valley Bank, they lost billions of dollars overnight because of a tweet. Okay. Now, what happened is they're raising interest rates, which destroys the middle class. It's going to destroy the job markets in Q3, Q4, because as interest rates go up to cool inflation, companies have to lower prices. When they lower prices, the most expensive thing is employees. So they start to let employees go to be able to bring prices down to cool inflation, okay, because of their bad policies. So now what you're seeing is they were supposed to be shrinking the balance sheet, and they had to increase the balance sheet to bail out Silicon Valley Bank, to bail out all these banks. JP Morgan is monopolizing them, taking over First Republic. Guys, that's not going to happen for you. So you have to wake up to the reality that you have to take control of your finances. Number one, you need to create a budget right now. Create a budget. Number two is you take that extra money and you start to understand how to become an intelligent investor. Number 3, once you become an intelligent investor and say you go into cryptocurrency, you need to create a diversification plan within cryptocurrency. Number 4 is outside of cryptocurrency, you need to create a diversification plan, and you need to understand how the wealthy operate. Insurance, real estate, precious metals. Precious metals secure and hold your value. Real estate has depreciation if you do it correctly for tax liabilities, and appreciation in the market, and passive income if you have the ability to do that. And number 3, leverage life insurance or life insurance properly done often protects your wealth, and you become your own bank called infinity banking if you get the right policies. So these are things that you can do right now. That's what you should be focused on. But most of all, you should be focusing on getting your mind right, rebuilding the foundation, because it doesn't matter how much money you make. If you don't change the foundation of wealth, you will be poor again. Poor parents have poor kids. Rich parents have rich kids. Until a child in poverty meets someone who rewires their subconscious mind, and that child makes a conscious decision to draw a line in the sand, number 1. Number 2, decides to be more committed to the pain of change than the pain of staying the same. And number 3, rewires their brain. It will repeat over and over and over again in that family cycle. You are the generational shifter. You would not be watching this if you were not the generational shifter. It is the greatest time in human history to get your shit together. That's exactly why I created my 120-day challenge. The first thing you do is you change your brain. Then you create a budget. Once you create a budget, then you start to educate yourself on the 5 pillars of wealth. Once you educate yourself on the 5 pillars of wealth, you slowly and methodically start to change the behaviors, and there is no get rich quick, guys. Okay, so in the description of this video, you can join my 120-day challenge. If you're watching this on any other platform, in my bio, I only have a 120-day challenge, the Warrior Academy. I do not invest people's money. I will never DM you. I won't WhatsApp you. I won't Telegram you. We do not invest people's money. Those are all scammers. We have a 120-day challenge. It is an education academy. We don't invest people's money. Okay. So I just want to share that with you guys. I love you guys. I appreciate you. After this video, in the description down below, jump in the Warrior Academy, 7 days for free in 2023. Warriors, rise, get your shit together. Let's go.
System is designed to keep you trapped. 2017, I walked out of a high-paid vice president job because I was absolutely miserable. Working 16 to 19 hours a day because that's what the system taught me to do. And what I discovered through countless hours of meditation, research, reading books, understanding how the millionaires and billionaires operate, the system is designed to keep you trapped. Today, I own multiple companies. I travel all over the world. I'm financially free, and that's exactly why I created this community of like-minded warriors coming together called the 3T Warrior Academy. Now, I don't say this to brag. I'm sharing this with you to show you what's possible for you. Whether you're just starting out or you're looking to take your life to another level, we believe the Warrior Academy has something for everybody. Processes that take you step by step through discipline, consistent activities, and that's exactly what you're going to get. Our 120-day challenge, all you have to do is open up the app and take it day by day. We're going to take you through the discipline, consistent activities to take your life to the next level. Within 1 week, you're going to feel a difference. Within a month, people are going to notice a change in you. That's how powerful this 120-day challenge is. So if you're truly ready to break free from the old paradigm into a new paradigm of discipline, consistency, great relationship with your family, financial freedom, and learning the pillars of wealth that will change your life and generational wealth to come, I'm going to invite you to do our program for 7 days for free. The 120-day challenge has changed over 5,000 warriors' lives worldwide, and we hope to be yours next.
Warriors, let's get your together. Let's go.